Recently, I observed that few of my friends who are old enough to get married and old enough to have a partner are having difficulties to get married. I don't know why, what is the reason, and I starting thinking a lot about it. And I did some research, not that much deep research, but yeah, I did some research and I got to know there are more men in the world than women right now. 2025 data you know shows us that we have more men than women right now. Let me show you the data. The total number of the men roughly is about like 4.1 billion people are the men, and roughly uh, 4.09 billion are the female, and approximately 105 to 106 boys are born for every 100 girls. Means there is an answer. Demographically, men are having a problem to get a woman, and if you roughly calculate the ratio, it's 102 to 106 male are for every 100 women in the world. And if you roughly maybe calculate the ratio of a men whom are like really matured enough to have a partner from 18, 19, or 20 to 30, 35, they are more in the numbers than women. So demographically, you are rocked, my boy. That is the reason you're having a problem. And there are multiple problems right now. The world is not running in the same pace that is used to run. Like if you compare ourselves from our like father, grandfathers, grandfathers era, it's not the same right now. My grandfathers era were different. They used to live in such a society where only men used to work and go out for to provide their family, gather some money, gather some wealth just to protect their family and all. Women they used to work as a housewife, cook the food, nurture and give a birth to the child, and nurture that child and take care of the man's house. That how it's used to work before in our society. That how it was in our grandparents' era. The marriage it was uh, not like right now, and maybe people have a different perception about these things, but according to me, according to my research upon that, the recent data shows we have like more women are working right now as alongside with the men. There are like a lot of women work. I think if you calculate the data now, 30 to 40% women are working in a Western society, in a Western country than Eastern country, like in India, Pakistan, or some South Asian country. More men are working than a woman, and but in a Western country, uh, as compared to man, women are working too. They are independent, they are working for themselves because we have to work over here. I'm living here in Canada as an immigrant, and my observation is men and women are working equally. Like men go for a work, earn a wealth for himself and for the family, and over here women are working too, because only one person income is not sufficient for to run the family over here. It's not sufficient. People have a lot of bills to pay, and only one person, if only one person working in a family like our Asian country, it's not gonna work. In my family back home, only my father used to work when I was young. Only my father used to like earn and provide for a whole family. There were lots of demands from us, There were festivals, there were lots of occasions, events, and everything. And he was only one person who is working and providing for a whole family. And most of the Asian country, I think most of the, not most of the Asian country, but in India, in Nepal, maybe Bhutan, or some other country like Bangladesh, or yeah, some Muslim related country too, men are the person who is supposed to provide for his family and go for a work. Women are depend to the men. So in Asian country, maybe for the man, it's not that difficult to get a woman or get a partner by himself or by the help of their parents. But in our country, the scenario is a bit different than Western country. In our country, our parents also used to search a woman for their kids, their child, their boy or their men, whatever you say. They will help to get a life partner for their son when he was matured and old enough to get married. They will help them after 17, 18, after 20 years of age, and after 25 years of age. People will start searching their partner, and if they will not able to search by themselves, our parents and our relatives and everybody around us, our society, like help him to get woman. And it is not that difficult compared to Western society. They will get it easily than Western society. It's not that easy, but still it's more easier than Western society. And that what I found by myself, because I lived in my country till I was 26 years of age, and my all the cousin brothers who are 10 years younger than me, 12 years younger than me, they already got married. Most of the men, most of my cousins, they got married before they are like 22, 24, or some are before 26 years old of age. They got to married with the woman, or their woman, whatever. So that was my observation. In our country is not that difficult because everybody help you to get a partner. It doesn't matter you are financially weak, or you are earning enough to provide yourself, or you are earning enough to provide your all the family. It doesn't matter, because in our country our father, mother, and our grandparents used to live with us, and they will help you economically, mentally, everything. They will help you to get married and get a partner and settle down. It's not like a Western country. Here in Western country, scenario is bit different. So here in West, the scenario is vast different because all the people work over here, and women are not dependent with the men. Before, maybe they are dependent with the men, and they used to do whatever men wants to do them to do. It's not like right now. Even in most of the Asian country, men's are the dominate men's dominate the society, so women just stay at home. They got married, they bring the woman to their house, and women's duty is to nurture the kids, get born, give a birth to the men's child, and nurture them, do the household job, this and that. Most of the women do the same thing. Now the scenario is keep changing day by day. In the urban society, women's work, women have a lot of things to do in their life. They have a profession, this and that. So before they are dependent with a man, that's a reason. And for a man to get a woman, it was a bit easy. And obviously, the parents of women, they used to search a man which is capable, which is doing good, earning enough, have a wealth with him to feed her daughter and give a protection to her daughter in every sense, or even in every way. So here in Western country, the scenario is different. Everybody is working. Women are working too. They are educated. They are not dependent with the men, and they have a rights to choose a man too. It's not like before. Before, I don't think so women have that much rights, and they are not able to use their rights in a proper way. Long back, okay, I'm not talking about the recent time. Maybe it was 30, 40 years ago or 100 years ago, the era where our grandparents, parent, like grandparents, grandparents used to live. I'm talking about that era where women don't have that much of a, freedom like right now. Now women have a freedom. They work. They have all the rights, and they are not gonna marry those lullies guys who are not earning enough, who are not capable, and who are not doing good. Because over here in Western country, most of the kids will gonna separate with their parents when they are age of 18, 19, 20. They will start living alone for their study. They are start working in some small jobs just to provide themselves and this and that, because their parents did the same thing. The Western country have a different culture than our Asian country. In Asian country, guys will live there with their parents and with their grandparents. They will live with everybody. They will not gonna separate themselves with their family. Even me, I will never gonna separate myself with my parents. I will live with them until they will be gone from this world. We are like that. We burn and brought up like that. But over here, their kids will gonna separate from their parents while they are studying, and while they search a job, they will start living separately, and they will search a partner for by themselves, and they will live uh, by themselves with a single family when they got married with somebody. But here, men and women works equally. They work, and men don't have that much choice. Recent data, geographic data shows that, demographic data shows that we have a more population of a man than woman. So you are already in a competition, because on 106 men have only 100 women. So you are already in a competition. And if I check the recent dating apps data, which is available in Google, I have checked it. Over there, 64% men are searching for a partner, and only 34% women are searching for a man. So the involvement of a people over there is more men than women. 64% men are searching for the partner. Can you imagine? Only and half of the ratio, 34% women are searching for the men. That means men don't have that much option in a social media or some kind of a dating apps or some kind of a social media app or whatever it was. You don't have that much choice here. So, bro, you will be single if you don't take a initiation. Okay, that's the problem. So these are the data that is available right now to understand why men are not able to get a partner in a time before 30 or 26 or something like that. And data shows the average marriage age for the men was 26, 25, 26, 24 to 26 before 20, uh, before 2000, means 2000s to 2010. Average marriage ratio was 24 to 26. In between, maximum was 26 till 2015. After that, recent data after 2020 to 2026, the recent data shows the average marriage life for the men was 28 to 30 years old. Means men are getting old when they are able to get married with somebody, because we have to study. Let's say as an immigrant, we came over here when we are 18 or 20. For a five, for 3 to 5, 6 years, we study. When you start your diploma or bachelor course, until you do your master or PhD, you will already become 26, 27 years old. After that, 2 to 3 years you have to spend for your time to get one good stable job. You will spend your at least 2 years to find a good stable job, or if you find a job earlier, it will take 1 or 2 3 years to be in that position to earn enough for yourself and that you can provide your partner. Over here in Western country, life is so expensive, and men's are afraid. Even though they are qualified, they are skilled, they are well educated, they will not gonna get good job, or they will have some kind of a fear in their mind how I am gonna handle my partner if I am not able to handle my by myself. If I'm not able to handle myself by myself, how I'm gonna handle my partner after having a partner? Maybe there will be kids, this and that. How am I gonna do it? I don't have a proper job. I'm struggling by myself. So they don't have any property. They will not gonna have anything over here. Maybe they will be rent. They will gonna rent the house. They have one vehicle which will be in a mortgage, and if they will buy a vehicle in a cheaper price, they will gonna have just one vehicle as their property over here, nothing else. Maybe they have a couple of $1,000 in their bank account, and marriage cost over here is like, if you want to marry somebody, maybe at least will gonna cost you like 30 40 dollars. How they gonna manage it? Their entire life will go to the study, which is in a mortgage itself. They have to earn and pay that mortgage for to get the high study, good study. Maybe they will get the education loan over here, and they are paying that loan until they will get the partner over here. You see how life it was over here, how complicated it was. And for those Asian people who came over here as an immigrant and want to get partner, they will be around 30 already, 28 to 30 in between. Until that time, they will be not able to get the good job, stable job. Without a stable job, they will be like, how I'm gonna marry somebody till I don't have a stable job, stable income. And maybe some people are waiting for the PR. Until they will get the PR, they will be already like in the 30s, their 30s, and they will be afraid of their society, afraid of their relatives, afraid of everybody, because back home, even your 10 years younger cousin, 12 years, 15 years younger cousin already got married, maybe having kids, but you are still single. It's too much trouble, bro, too much trouble. I have observed these things, and I don't know, this is not a problem, but this is the scenario. This is not a problem, but this is the scenario over here for the men. Before it was not like that. Before, in our grandparents era, maybe in a parents era, the situation was different. More men used to work, and there are a lot of opportunities because they were like, uh, not that population was not that much in every country, and it was growing. The economy was growing before, like 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. The economy was growing in every country, but right now every country is struggling. Just because every country is struggling, they are not able to provide a job for a lot of people. Just because of they are not able to provide a lot of job for a lot of people, and economy is shut down, there are no private sector which is doing good to develop a jobs and increase the job, or even a government, they are not doing anything, and they are struggling to maintain that thing which is already exist over here. That's the reason a lot of people are unemployed over here, not able to get a good job, and not able to get a good place. When they don't have a good job, they will not gonna get good place to live. When they not gonna get a good place to live, how they gonna marry with somebody? How they gonna manage their family? So that's a problem. And even the women are working, and if they are working, earning like bit amount of money, they will not gonna go for like lower class men than them. They will obviously search for like high standard men who have like good habits, who have a good communication skill, good lifestyle, good earning, good stable earning, and good place to live. They will obviously choose those men, and there are already limited women for the men. Means in 100, maybe 10, 20 men will never gonna get married in entire life because they don't have a good option. And some women, they will not gonna marry just because they will not gonna get good people, good men. Just they are earning enough so they can sustain their life, but there are no men in the market to whom we with they're gonna marry. They will not gonna marry until and unless they will get a good man. And those men who are not doing good in life, they will not gonna get woman, just because women are keep waiting for the man which is capable enough to impress them in every way. Love, only love, it's not gonna work right now. You need to have a good income, you need to have a good mindset, good communication skill, good confidence, and you need to have like good features, to get a woman. It's really hard, guys. If you are like looking, if you are watching this video trying to improve yourself, trying to improve your communication skill, and don't try to find out your woman in a marriage match websites, some Tinder, some Hinge, some kind of a social media or matrimonial sites. Don't try to find out over there. Try to volunteer yourself. Try to involve yourself in like some volunteers programs, some clubs, and try to engage yourself in more programs that was happening all around you, you know and try to communicate with the people, try to communicate with your friends, existing friends, or your families, or your friends or whatever, trying to build a network and be confident man. And yeah, improve your communication skills, improve your financial status, improve your everything, so that it will be very easy for you to get a woman. Don't stay and just wait for the opportunity. Try to create the opportunity. Only then you will be able to get the woman. So tell me about your views on this topic. Comment down, and we're gonna continue this story later on. See you. Be happy. Yes, I wish you will get what you want soon. Wish you a happy journey ahead. Okay. I wish you'll get your partner very soon. So this is the situation of immigrant guys like me. Oh la la. I wish you'll get the woman soon. Bye. Bros. Have fun. See you.